What is up, guys? It's me, Brian, again from SoCal Exotic Wraps. Here today we have a Tesla Model X. And by popular request, you guys did ask me about how I go about with dechroming a Model X in terms of disassembly, wrapping, and prep work. So in this video, instead of doing like those vlog style videos, this is going to be more of a tutorial for you guys. So it's going to be a little different. And down in the description, I should be able to have all those chapters or time frame slots out for you guys, so you guys can click where you guys want to go to see how things are being processed. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the tools you guys will need is a heat gun, gloves, masking tape, squeegee, either or one of these cutters. I believe this is a sign making tool, I don't know what they call it, or one of these. Any of these is fine. A blade, an actual replacement blade for in case you need more, and tucking tool. Additionally, sometimes I do use knifeless tape for the mirrors, but we'll see how it goes. And the most important part is the roll of vinyl you guys will be wrapping your Tesla Model X in. And this is 3M Matrix Black. Our client wants that instead of the traditional gloss black. Besides that, what I usually use instead of a heat gun, just to speed things up, is a torch. Whoops, is a torch right here. I don't recommend using a torch if you guys are starting out. The other part is you'll need a pry tool. This is a little dirty. I have a cleaner one somewhere. And this is to take off the mirrors just a little bit so that you can work around the chromes. And lastly, that's about it. Let's get started. So normally what I do for this is, because this is a recessed, or yeah, I think they call it recess, but basically all of these letters are popping out. Personally, I don't like wrapping a car like that. I like to have a flat surface. So what we're doing is we're removing this to have a cleaner look on this. So first what we do, we grab our heat gun. Turn it on, obviously. You can turn it up to high speed. If you have one of these, high speed and low temperature. The whole point is just to relax all the double-sided tape that's back here. We're gonna start on one side. Let's heat it up. So we're going to start on this side, the left side. All right, let's turn that off for a bit. And we're going to pull this out. All right, so what I recommend is using a squeegee, going from the bottom up. Once you get all the way in, it just comes right out. Careful not to damage anything. Give it some elbow grease. You already got one side out, so you're gonna continue working on the other side. And all this just comes right off. Now additionally, since if you guys do buy the whole pack of the trim tools, you guys do get one of these. These are useful. All right, let's get started. This is a little thicker compared to the squeegees. For more of the stubborn stuff. All right, let's keep that on. All right, so one side is off. Most of the glue is held on right about here where the taillights are at. So we're gonna go over to this side. We're gonna do the exact same thing. And the rest is gonna be held on just by clips. And heat that up. All right, cool. Start from the bottom. The key here is to be gentle yet firm. All right, so now that is released, we can continue taking the rest out. All right, cool. You're just gonna slowly pry everything out because everything else is held on by clips. There we go. Now that's out. Towards the center here, there's going to be double-sided tape as well. So you're gonna release that really slowly. Careful not to damage anything. All right, that's almost out. Let's do this side. All right, and just like that, it comes right out. And then I'll get you guys a closer look, like right there. So all these hold it in. Double-sided tape right here, double-sided tape right here, and double-sided tape right here. So one thing I forgot to mention, you guys will need a T25 Torx bit driver so you guys can take out the emblem. In order to do so, this you guys gotta pull up. So just super easily, comes right up. That's all you need. Same thing on this side. You pull it right up. Towards the front, it's rubber. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sort of, yeah, you guys could. Cool. So rubber right here. And then next, this one just comes right off. So you just pull it firmly. Don't worry, you guys are not gonna break anything because I'll show you exactly what it looks like under here. All these clips. These are very durable. I've never broken any of them ever working on these. But that's not to say to not be careful. All right, next up is taking out the emblem. The emblem is held on by 2 screws. The T25. And it just comes right off. And that's all you need. And that's how you take it off. And here's a better visual of how it looks towards the front. You don't need to take any of these off. The 2 screws will be right here. And that's how it looks. We're gonna be wrapping this in red as well. So when we wrap chrome, this part right here, what we do is remove this bottom piece. So in order to do that, you just gotta pry it up. These are all held on by clips. You just gotta slowly and firmly pull on the mirror cap. This might be useful as well. There we go. And it comes right off. And all these clips are completely fine. Just be gentle with it, it'll come right off. Now in order to remove the bottom piece, it's held on by 2 screws. All right, so those bits are T10s. If you look down, you'll see it. So take this one off, and take this one off. So that essentially releases this chrome piece already for you. So next thing you do is, with that tool, you can start prying down. There's gonna be a release right here. All you need to do is hit that release, and this whole thing just comes right off. Like that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there it is. The only issue we're gonna be having later today is this little thing right here. But we'll try our best to form it as much as we can. Usually with these jobs, it's very difficult, let's just put it that way. And I'll show you guys, all the process in that. But for now, grab those screws and put them away. Put them back on where you found them so that you don't lose it. And we'll be wrapping this on top of the car, or off of the car. All right, now to take this apart. This moves. It's completely fine. You guys don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna break. So yeah. You wanna grab that pry tool that we were talking about earlier. We're gonna wedge it all the way in. And as you're turning, you're pushing this in so that it releases. And it comes right off. Just like that. So now you have space. Just be careful of the wires in here. The whole point of it is just to have enough ample room so that you get to clean inside of here and wrap cleanly inside, under, and everywhere. Usually I put a seam, so the mirrors are like this and it folds in like this. I usually put a seam right under here so that no one sees it. Completely fine. All right, so now that we got everything prepared, we're gonna wipe down the whole car, or all the chrome pieces to this car. What I use is alcohol. This is 70% alcohol. You just spray it. Whoops. Spray it around all the chrome pieces. I usually let it sit just for like a second or two. Just like that. Get all that too. All right, cool. And then you wipe down. Careful with this paint. It's a black car, so you don't want to damage or add swirls or minor scratches into the paint. Switch over to the dry side once you're good. I'm constantly flipping over to the dry end of the towel so that I don't leave any streaks. The other thing is you want to clean the windows as well while you're at it, because this chrome delete is going to touch the window. All right. I'm gonna let it sit and dry for a little bit. Cool. Last piece. I have no idea what that is. All right, and then you do the same thing for the rest of the car. All right, so what we have here is, we actually cut all this out. These are 5 foot by 2 inches. These are all for the trims and anything that fits in this category, like that rear chrome piece that you guys see right about there. This larger piece up here is for the front grille. It's a 4-inch by 5 foot. I went ahead and cut 2 of these for the rear window, like the one all the way at the back. I believe this is a, I forget what size it was. Let's get this measurement out. Whoops, hold on. All right, so it's 19-inch by 17-inch. You guys get that measurement? You guys need 2 of these. And then if you guys do measure it out correctly, you'll end up with this piece right here. I don't know the exact measurement, but this should be enough for these guys. Well, more than enough. So what we'll probably be doing is let's see here. We'll probably run it this way. Cut that along there. Use the rest of these for the door handles. And yeah, we could do that. All right, so we're gonna start on this rear piece. It's already wiped down. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clean out anything else that's here, because dust is always a problem. Wipe that down. Remember, you guys are not swirling, you guys are wiping straight, because black paint is very easy to damage. Oh gosh. Grab this, just make note of the direction. I don't know if you guys can see that. Wipe it down, make sure it's clean. Wipe the back down. Make note of the direction. Since we're going forward on both sides, that's what I'm going to be doing. We're actually going to open this door, so that's going to be easier. sure to clean everything up. Cool. Now you peel. Just peel slowly, that's all you need. Take it, remember your orientation, lay it down, making sure that it is straight. Kind of pressure it down a little bit. Cool. And now you're done. Just kidding. You grab your gloves. You want to set everything in place, make sure it's all in. Cool. What do you guys think of this color? Cool, not cool? I think it's kind of weird, to be honest. Well, I have to see under the sun. All right, so now that all this is good, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a relief cut. I know that it ends right here, so I'm gonna give it about like a 1/2 inch gap. Grab your blade, cut it. That was a fail. You're not cutting into the glass, just be careful with that. All right, let's set that there. I'm gonna seal it all the way in. Up here, you guys can get rid of the excess because you won't be needing that much at all. Just be careful not to cut into anything. Cool. There's that. All right. Same thing down here. Lift this up. Go ahead and grab a squeegee really quick. All right, squeegee time. So what I'm doing, lifting this up just a little bit and running the squeegee down so that it tucks right in, just like that. Seal that in, and now you already know where that goes. Normally what you do is you tape this bottom piece so that when you're cutting, you're not cutting into the paint. But since I'm doing this, I've been doing this for a while, I just cut it along like that. Just like that. And now you have more freedom to work with the material. Cool. Now we're gonna start addressing all the corners and tucking everything in so we finish this side up. With that, we're gonna be using heat. Low heat's fine. We use this, so whatever this temperature is, I have no idea what it is, but there you go. I don't know if you guys can see. The whole point is just to relax the film. Yep, feels relaxed. Making sure everywhere's relaxed. And essentially, you're just pushing everything in. Now corners, it's the rolling method. You heat it up, you kind of pull it, and then you roll into the corner, just like that. Once you heat it back up, it'll just stay formed, just like that. Let's heat all this up. Cool. Cool. All right. Next up, we're gonna tuck all this top piece in. I've already got that formed in, so now you grab a squeegee and you really tuck it all in right under the weather seal. Just like that. So this squeegee is a little thick, what I'll go ahead and do and grab the red one that we have. And basically, you're pushing all the way in. Just like that. Same thing down here. There we go. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna trim this. Now to finish this off, we're gonna trim. Just make sure you guys have a nice cut blade, fresh blade. Make sure all this is in. If not, grab a squeegee. Just like that. You guys are cutting up. I'm gonna heat this up, roll it back, and done. It's kind of hard for them to see, but it's okay. We'll get a close-up of that later. Make sure all that's in. And now for this, I like to do it in sections. Start from on top and then slowly tuck my way down. So what that means is making sure all this is in. The car is moving. Oh no. Alright. That's off. Super clean cut. Now I know that it ends right there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut some more off. Just like that. Where's my red tool? There we go. And tuck in the rest. Oh yeah, this is a time lapse right here, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. I'm gonna cut this piece.
So how far in are you going?
You wanna come and see? So let me kind of show you. See where this trim piece is? So I'm pushing it all the way in.
To the weather strip?
Past the weather strip.
So you tuck it in?
Yeah. So with that red tool, I was tucking everything in. So let me cut this down a little bit so you can see. See where the weather strip is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I'm pushing all the way in. And the way I'm angling it so that it's...
Nice.
Yeah.
And then do you just cut wherever that piece is?
Yeah. It takes practice. So, there we go. Time, patience, and practice. Just like that.
With the knife, are you digging it under the weather strip or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to come and see? Right here. I see the weather strip right there. Because you'll feel it. You'll feel that it's under the weather strip. And the way it's angled, see how clean it is? Yeah. Because here's what I'm doing. That's how I'm doing it. Yeah. It's better to have more than less because you need to cover you need to cover all the chrome. And you just go over it one more time with the tucking tool, and it looks like that. Super clean. Now for this part, it's gonna be a little trickier because you gotta tuck all the way in. So I'm already pushing all the way in so that it all stays. You tired? Oh. Just forms right in. There we go, and that's done. Nice and clean. And now to adjust these, what I usually like to do is I heat it up so it's soft. So like number 2, or whatever the second to lowest is. Heat it up so it's soft. Give it a slight pull, just straighten enough so that you can glass it out. And you brush it in, and you're done. And in order to see if you did it correctly, you heat it up one more time. Same goes for up there, but I need to trim the stop piece first. Oh no. I'm a short guy, so it's hard. I'm a short guy, so it's hard. Dude, allergies, man. Are you getting... Frick, man.
Last night when I was working at the trucker, it's like all dirt. It's just dirt flying everywhere.
Yeah. I want to sneeze so bad. All right, and then same thing over here. You heat it up. Make sure it's loose. Gonna pull just a little bit. Push it all the way in. Heat it up one more time. There we go. Then you're gonna cut.
So why don't you cover like the whole cone?
What do you mean?
You don't go all the way in?
I do.
Oh, that's not chrome? Oh.
Yeah. There you go. That's how you cover it completely. And then you bring up the heat. See, like that. You're basically just hitting it so that it you make sure it stays. Looks like it stays. Looks like that stays. Corners are good. Same thing over here. It is. There we go. And that's how you guys do it. we'll continue with the next part right now. All right, so for the rear trim piece, it's gonna be a little over 2 inches, about 2.5 inch. That way it'll cover everything. Make sure everything's all wiped down and cleaned up. Cool. Let's have it facing this way. There we go. Peel it off on one side. Whoops. Kind of lock it in. Pull towards the other side. Now I have a lot over here, so what I can do is I can kind of lift it up and bring it towards the center. Just like that. All right, anchor point. It's gonna be right there. So now what I can do is take this side off and start pulling so that it forms with the curve of the chrome trim piece, just like that. I think I accidentally closed the trunk. Just like that. Same deal on this side. Pull. And set it down. Just like that. All right, and then now, I'm gonna peel all this stuff up a little bit. Use a squeegee, if I can find one. And I did find one. Just gonna tuck everything in. Just like that. What's up? Cool. So most of that is in. Technically, you can keep it like this. It actually looks pretty clean. Hey, dude, what do you think? Do you think that looks better?
Does it look like that?
Honestly, it looks better like that.
Okay.
Right? No. Heck no. All right. Now that that's done, we're gonna slowly take everything off. All right, got that side off. We're gonna work towards this corner. So since everyone's using my heat gun, we're gonna be using this. Making sure it's soft. Whoops. Doing that. Just like that. And there we go. And you just slowly work the way over. Since I know this corner's pretty good, but I think I'm gonna fix that up just a little bit, so. There we go. Pull it back. Heat it up one more time so it forms in. Just like that. Cool. And we're gonna take a knife, I'm gonna make an incision right there. Just about right there. Cut it. Cut it. Just like that. There we go. Just making sure that it stays properly. We're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Lift the side up. Pull it out just a little bit. Remember, these are held on with clips. There we go. Remember, I'm not yanking it out. I'm just giving it a light pull. Making sure this is soft. Just like that. The only thing about these material is if you overstretch it, it discolors. And the weave pattern will be messed up. All right, we're doing that. All right, so once we're done with this corner, I'm gonna remove this completely. I'm not gonna show the process of this, but basically what you guys are doing is taking this off completely, tucking everything into the corner, and cutting it off. So we'll be right back with that. All right, cool. So next up, we're doing the front end. What I actually did was, I didn't show this in the first part of it, but I removed all of these pieces. I'm gonna put it back in together really quick. So this is essentially how it looks. There are 4 bolts, 10 mils. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bolts. 10 mil, you take that off. That comes right off. And then it also comes with clips. These clips right here, you gotta take these off too. Once that comes off, you have this piece that comes right off. And it's held on by 2 more clips. Once that comes off, you just pull it right up and you leave this exposed. Let's go ahead and wrap this guy. I'll be right back. All right. So general rule of thumb, you wipe everything down, making sure that's clean. Now this piece right here is a 5 foot by 4 inches. That way it can accommodate for any small curves that we may run into. So knowing that, we could trim it if we want. We don't have to. I'm gonna do this all in one piece. So let's see here. Yeah, I might as well just trim it. Let's cut it just a little bit so we have something better to work with. Just like that. Making sure everything's all nice and clean, no dust. We're right in front of that garage door. That's the scary part. That garage right there. It's okay. All right. Peel it off. Lay it into place. Okay, you're gonna start right there. And lay it down. Same thing on this side. Lay it down right there. And now we're gonna start working on it. Wow, that's wind. Hold on. Okay, cool. First things first, let's seal that right in. Knowing how 3M reacts, I'm gonna start curving everything in. So I already locked that in place. I'm gonna start pulling. That way it curves into the front end. Like that. Once that's complete, squeeze everything in, just like that. So this is all formed in perfectly. Now we're gonna have to adjust this side. Pull it back out just a little bit. Bring it in. Okay, same deal, you're pulling it. So keeping in mind it's summer, sort of summertime here in California. It's warmer, so I'm able to stretch this much easier without ripping it. Cool. Let's finish this off right here. So I'm pulling so I can glass everything out and have that curve right here. All right, now that's done. I'm gonna take heat. I'm gonna slowly form the front end. Using a torch, but heat gun should be recommended. So you basically just relax in the film. I'm holding this torch pretty far away, so it's not going to heat up as quick. Basically, I'm pulling down right here, just like that. So all that tension's going to go as soon as I hit it with heat one more time. Just like that. Cool. And then I'm gonna make a cut right there because there's a lot of tension. Right back here. Same thing over here. Cut that off. And now just finish everything up. Cool. And we're gonna adjust all these corners in a bit. I'm just getting the general stuff out. Let's get this one cool. Alright. Cool. And that's out of the way. I'm gonna trim this down just a little bit so I can have more room to work with. Like that. Got the corners down. Grab this, kind of weave it right in. Hit it with heat. Down. Just like that. And then cut the rest of that off. There we go. That's one side. Hey boy, pay attention.
I am.
Yeah, right. You're on your phone.
Nope.
Just like that. And like that. What happened? Oh. And then you cut the rest off. Just like that. Nice and clean. There we go. That's how it's done. All right, and then we're gonna put everything back together. The emblems, it's up to your personal taste. If you guys wanna wrap it, you guys can go ahead and do so. I'm gonna wrap it red, so I'll be right back with this. I'm not gonna show you guys how to do this. Toss that there. There we go. I think church, they're hiring another band for confirmation or something like that. No, this is tucking in to the weather seal. Cutting comes last. Oops. This pattern messes with your eyes. When you're like walking back and forth, just to tuck everything in. After a while, you get super dizzy. Oh God, that threw me off too. If you look at it for like a sec, it just messes you up.
I'm used to that pattern.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm never used to it.
Because my vision is different.
Oh, so?
How I perceive images is different.
I see. Interesting.
I'm not saying like I'm weak or anything, it's just, I don't look at images the way other people do.
I see. No pun intended. like that. Huh? Oh, it's faster. Like I use a heat gun too, but for stuff like this, I use a torch because it's a lot quicker. What the? One down, 3 more to go. Where's that step stool? Allergies, man. Allergies. This wind, dude. Are you having allergies too?
No, not really.
Must be nice.
I'm just allergic to bullshit.
I think we all are. Phone? Let's see, it is almost time. So the one thing I hate about Teslas is their quality control sucks.
Well, they're still, yeah, they'll get there. They're not there yet.
I don't think they ever will. That's the only thing I'm fearing. Because small stuff like even these, it's not lined up correctly, and it messes a lot of stuff up.
Like I said, the guys that do the breakdowns, they tear cars completely apart and they analyze them. They even said the fit and finish on Teslas aren't like the best.
Yep.
But you know, when you're talking about quality though, in terms of like safety of the vehicle, whatever, you know, you can give up the little things for that.
Right. Okay. It just closed on its own. Watch it close on me again.
What's up?
Watch this thing close on me again. Actually, I probably won't need to stand on there.
So a blowtorch can do that. Sitting it in the sun and letting it bake will do the same thing, right?
Yep. That's why I curve it so that it locks in back here. That's what it does. It's kind of like a rubber band in a sense. So if you hook it correctly, it won't lift up. That's one thing with a lot of wrap shops that they don't understand is that you could use heat, but you gotta know how to use heat and how to form everything in. That's why you see me hitting it with heat twice, usually. Just make sure that it's staying. And once it stays, that's when you know it's good. Just like that. Cool. Ow. Now that's done. Roll this out. Yeah, see the quality control of them?
No, this is you, dude.
No, that's the adhesive under it. The adhesive, like right under here. That's not us.
Oh.
Yeah, we tried pushing it out, but because it's stuck right onto the chrome piece, there was no way we could do anything about it.
Alright.
Yeah. So yeah, we usually walk around the car with the client and tell them, hey, this is the issues.
Right.
And this is gonna happen like this. Are you okay with it? They sign it off, then there we go.
Tires got wrap on it too. Nice. You guys wrap tires too?
Oh yeah, you know, with
With excess?
yep. Basically.
You have to let it slip a little? You have a little extra slip?
Oh yeah. It's a little too grippy for my taste, right?
Too grippy?
After I'm done with this, I'm gonna take some photos, call it a day. Or call the guy, and then call it a day. fail. There we go. No way, it locked on me. Nice. Clean all this up. Alright, so now for this part, we're going to be showing you how to use knifeless tape to get this done in about 3 to 4 pieces. It depends on how this is going to be laid out. Alright, let's give it a go. So I'm following the body line of this mirror. That should be good. I can technically go all the way up as well. So yeah, let's actually do that. Actually, let's see here. Second thought, I'll show you guys a different way of doing this. I'm gonna freehand cut some of these parts. Should be enough. Lay it flat here. And then I squeegee everything inwards. At the bottom, you guys see a little line. That's what I use to cut. Like that. So I'm tucking everything all the way in. Following and following. You guys won't be able to see this because my camera won't be able to pick that up. But there's going to be a line right under. You guys just use that line to cut. It's going to end up right there. Just cut that right off. And there we go. That's the first part of it. Next thing. You guys won't be able to see this either, so I apologize for that. I'm going to trim along the line of the mirror. I'm using the blade against the line of the mirror to get a clean cut. So I'll get you a shot just one sec. Just grab this camera really quick. So this is how it looks at the bottom. Let's see it focus really quick. Very hard to see, so I'm sorry guys. But there's a line right here that I followed with that cut. Run the knife in there, and that's done. So that bottom piece is done. I just cut what I did right here. Let me grab my blade real quick and I'll show you guys. I extended the blade pretty far out. Come on, focus, focus, focus. And then basically I just run it along like that. And then from there, that should work. Alright, let's finish this up. Alright. Next, what I want to do is I'm going to run a piece right here. But the difference is I'm going to have a knifeless going right here. I'm going to probably end it right about, let's see if I can move this over a little. There we go. zoom in. So run knifeless along this line. I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to run another piece all the way inside. That way it's more uniform. Alright, basically it just looks better. Alright, let's knock this out. I'm going to be running this knifeless tape 2 times. Okay. Cool. Let's save that piece. So I did cut 2 more of this 5 foot by 2 inches for specifically this part of the job. So let's make sure it's all wiped down clean. Degrees. Cool. Because it's a patterned texture, I prefer to make sure that everything flows in correctly. So here, we need a relief cut. And a relief cut right here. And just slowly work our way all the way down. Just like that. Cool. Now I'm going to kind of heat this in.
I can actually go all the way back here.
Since I have enough pieces. Yeah, let's do that. I didn't bring my knifeless all the way back there, but it's okay. For future reference, let's actually bring this all the way up so that it doesn't interfere with anything. So I'm going to heat this up. Heat it so I can relax it. In. That. Keep pulling. Being careful not to damage the pattern. There we go. Cool, so now that's done. I'm going to go ahead and cut this top piece off. Make sure everything's all lined up correctly. Just like that. Make sure that's in as well. Squeegee would be nice. I'll just use the tool, the little tucking tool. Just make sure everything's in on the way. Just like that. Cool. Now we're going to cut the knives. Okay, I'm going to end it right there. Because I'm going to do a clean cut from there. Bring the rest of this out. Cool. And then the rest of this I'm actually gonna freehand really quick. There. All the way in and cut this out. Just like that. Work this side out. I'm sorry you guys can't see this again. But I'll get an after video. This progress. Alright, let's have a look real quick. So I wrapped it all the way to here. Let's see if I can focus that in. It's very hard to see, so yeah, basically this is one whole piece right here, all the way to here. That's how it looks under. Just gotta clean everything up, but that's how it looks. This is the line I'm talking about. Take advantage of this line. That's the most, I guess, OEM as you can go. And now for the last piece is this top piece. Get this piece in really quick. We finish with that. last piece is going to be right here. Be right there for that piece. Alright. Cut that out. Run another knifeless right here. I'm going to make a little cut right here. Cut that out. Usually use a pair of scissors to cut this out, but I can do that today. Alright, cool. Now, here comes the fun part, the trickiest part of all. You're gonna bring this in from under. Okay. Making sure it doesn't stick, which it has. Alright. Cool. It's almost all the way in. Out just a little more. Put that there. Straight. And do that. And there we go. That's how you wrap that part. I'm going to seal this in. I'm going to trim this off a little bit. Cool. Now let's cut this off. Let me run this out really quick and kind of curve this in so it molds right on. There we go. And now let's trim that out. It ends right about there. It's going to go down, slowly down. There we go. There's that. So now that's done. I'm going to move it all the way out here. I'm using the pull method. All the way over. That way it forms. Just like that. Now here, I gotta make sure that it's all the way in. And then I cut. Just like that. Super clean cut. Same deal over here. Make sure that's there. is I gotta trim all this out so that it doesn't interfere with the mirror. Should be the easy part for you guys because you guys just basically follow the circle. If you guys have any issues, practice. Practice is all I have to say. I can guarantee you guys I didn't get this the first try either. There we go, just like that, we're done. And then, that's how it looks. I gotta finish this off and basically seal it. Let's bring this up, let's open the door. Gonna hit a little bit with heat. Pull it down. Looks good. And I just cut. I can find my knife. Oh, on the ground. Yeah, there we go. That's how you do the mirrors. Alright, and just like that, we just finished the vehicle. Here's a little walkthrough, a little cinematic shot of how this thing looks. And right now, right here.